Welcome in, everybody. Welcome in. All right. Welcome in, everybody. Got to get everything all set on the site. It always takes a few minutes, guys, to get everything intact with everything. Welcome in. Welcome in. Welcome in. Hello, hello, hello. Whiskey Tango. Number one tonight. Number one. Got the notification. We're watching Beirut, Tel Aviv, Israel. We got a lot going on, a lot of fake news going on out there, uncertain news. People are scared. Thank you, Whiskey Tango. Appreciate it. I got a daughter who's supposed to be going to California. She's scared. There's clients of mine who are scared. What's going on? What's going on? Tell us the truth. Now, a lot of you subscribe to me because I'm going to give it to you. Give you the truth, right? Now, look, we don't know. First of all, let me just come out and say this. Right off the bat, we are winning this war. We're like 90% in, right? And as far as any kind of threats to the West Coast, East Coast, the only kind of threat to the United States right now is what? The weather. Crazy weather, right? Sleeper cells, we know they're there, but we got some fake news outlets. Before I go any farther, thank you so much for hitting the like and subscribing. We are discussing, and this is for entertainment purposes only for YouTube, okay? We don't know what one day holds to the other. Anything's possible. And I had a question today. Hey, Sal, can a nuke hit the United States? Yes. Will it happen? Probably not. Where do they stand? Iran? Almost completed. We're going to get into that. We're going to get into bin Laden. Bin Laden? Thought we got bin Laden. Yeah, we did. But can anybody without Googling anything before I go any farther? Thank you, moderators. Thank you all for being here. I took off yesterday, guys. I needed a break. There wasn't a whole lot going on. There's some few things going on. I needed a break. It's good to take a break sometimes, and that's what we did. Appreciate you guys being here. We got sleeper cells all over the United States, but we've had them for many, many years. We're going to talk about bin Laden. We're going to talk about silver. We're going to talk about the U.S. dollar and much, much more. And we'll see where it goes at. But right now, we got some looks here I got different. Look at this. This is pretty crazy, huh? I got to charge my phone, guys. Once again, I just literally got home, guys, but I'm going to keep an eye on any kind of strikes in the Middle East, Tel Aviv, Beirut. I'll keep an eye on that. United States. I'm just kidding. God forbid. So we're going to keep an eye on that. Sorry, guys. Whoops. All right, so this is where we're at, folks. So let me just go over some things. All right, Iran is finished soon. I'm just going to come out and say it. They're almost complete. And let me just say this: we need patience, folks. We're going to talk about the oil and all that. How long did it take to get bin Laden? Anybody without Google on it? How long did it take bin Laden? How long did it take bin Laden? And by the way, when you guess it and it's right, it's not going to even be any close to this with this war with Iran. What is going on with my chat here? Testing 1, 2, 3. Testing. Okay, 9 years, 10 years. Yep, 9-10 years, and we took out Iranian president. And how long? 57 seconds. 57 seconds. We took the Iranian. We took him out. And we took out the majority of the regime. A few left. 55 seconds. Bin Laden, 10 years. Folks, we're okay. A couple setback with the oil. But long term, we're going to be good. Drill, baby, drill. Trump's not going to hurt the economy. A lot of these mega in here are going to probably fire this at me. I know you are. But what you see is what you get. Are you ready? Trump loves America. But Trump also likes what? Winning. What else does Trump like? Let's be honest. You're only going to hear it here. And I know some mega people are going to come on. He's no mega. Yes, I am. Make America great again. Let me be honest with you. Trump likes the market doing well. Trump wants money. Trump likes money. He's not going to let oil destroy us, so we need to relax. It's fine. Oil's still lower than Biden. Let me just give you some facts here. These are facts. These are facts. You ready? Under Biden, the dollar lost 30 facts, 100% facts. Under Biden, dollar lost 30% of the U.S. buyer power. Do you understand what that means? They lost 30%. 6,300 an ounce silver soon. 6,300 silver soon. World economy, gold undervalued. The U.S. dollar is gone. Gone. Trump likes to win. Trump's not gonna let anything happen to us. Trump is protecting our fourth generation on this war with regime. And by the way, if he wanted to, he can take out, if he wanted to, he can take out their grid, their electrical grid right now in Iran. Right now. He can wake up tomorrow, right now this minute, and take out. But he's not going to do that. So everybody's asking me how long it's going to be, how long oil's going to be. Oil is still better than it was, folks. We need to relax. We're 100% better than Biden, okay? He knows what he's doing. Remember, President Trump is a businessman. There's no dark sides ahead. We're not going into dark times. We're not going to explode. United States is not going to explode. The only thing that's coming down in the United States right now is rain. Unfortunately, very severe tornadoes, some snow, some heat in Las Vegas. That's the only thing that's coming down. Yes, there's always a possibility, but nothing's going to hit United States. We need to relax, folks. There's people that are scared. I know a lot of us are not scared on here, but people are scared, thinking that Iran's just going to blow us up. They got nothing. They got nothing. They had something. Yeah, be safe, Ozzy. That's the only thing coming down the United States right now. Nothing. Sleeper cells, yes. Sleeper cells, absolutely. We got to be careful with sleeper cells. Hopefully, our intelligence and Kash Patel is a couple steps ahead, but we can never live in fear. Okay? Again, I continue. I don't know how many times I got to say this. We got to do it now. Do it now while we have the power, the muscle, and prevent it from fourth generation. We're going to be fine. We're going to be fine. Again, it took 9 to 10 years to get Bin Laden. And we took this piece of shit in Iran out in 50-some seconds. Think about what I just said. So, he's not going to hurt. He's not going to eliminate us. He's not going to jeopardize the American. Trump loves America. Trump loves himself, obvious. Let's be honest. And Trump loves money. Trump loves money. So he's not going to let the stock market crash or anything like that, okay? We're still 100% ahead of all these presidents at this time of the year, this length of presidency than almost every president who's been in office. So we've had 5,000 targets struck across Iran right now. 5,000. It's drill, baby, drill. Massive win. Okay? Oil's going to be fine. Oil's going to be back down to about $3. They've always did. But that's not because of the President Trump, or if it's about Gavin Newsome. They have refineries there. Las Vegas did go down to about $3.40. But everybody's panicking now and saying, oh, we're going to get hybrid cars. We're going to get electric cars. The world's over. The world's not over. Trump knows what the hell he's doing. We all need to kind of relax and trust President Trump. What the hell's just happened here? Hold on, guys. Absolutely, Ozzy. Yeah, I had to put some notes in here. We are reserving, I want everybody to listen to this. We are reserving the worst for later. Their electric grid, when I say their, Iran, the Iranian, we can hit their electric grids. Boom. Done. Forget about it. Finished. We're this close. It's not, this war is going to be end very quickly with the regime, okay? I think right now Trump wants to probably figure out where the sun is, a couple more of those broken pieces, making sure 100%, all joking aside, making sure 100% that they have no nuclear capability whatsoever. Make sure it's done. Make sure it's a decent regime. Take out the sun. Take out any other threat. I mean, anything's possible in the future. And hopefully the Iranian people can live a much better life like we do here in the United States. What we're hoping for Venezuela, which we're hoping for in a lot of the countries. So at the end of the day, we can do business with them. We don't need to depend on their oil. Why should we have to depend on Middle East, right? Let's negotiate. Let's make America great again, better today than ever for the fourth generation. Why should we hand off this torch? I said this the other day to the fourth generation. So yeah, unfortunately, we're going to have some oil problems here. But again, it's nothing worse than Biden. When Biden was president, oil prices were over $8 a gallon in California. And in some states, they were over $4. So we're just fine with President Trump. And by the way, I did see the movie, Millennium movie. It was okay. It was okay. On a 1 to 10, I'm going to give it a 7. My wife's going to give it a 10. She's beautiful. She has a lot of makeup on. We all can look beautiful with makeup. It was a good movie. It was pretty much what we seen. You know, I'm not going to spoil it. It's on Prime right now for free. No commercials. It was good. But I'm not going to sit here and say, oh, mega, it was perfect. No, I'm not one of those people. I'm not a fake. It was good. It was good. It was funny. I had a little tear in my eye a couple times. It was good. But it wasn't a 10. So I know Trump's going to say it's a 10. Well, I would say it's a 10 too if my wife put out a movie. You would too. But for those who came in, Mega said, oh, you got to watch Millennium movie. It was the best movie ever. Come on, guys. Let's be honest with ourselves. But anyhow, it was good. We watched it last night. It's another reason I didn't go live. My wife is looking. It was a good movie. All right, so right now we are keeping eyes on this war. Nothing's going to hit the West Coast. My daughter says, oh, Dad, I'm so worried. That's CNN. Propaganda. That is CNN, ladies and gentlemen. CNN wants to put fear. You know why they want that? They want to put fear in us so we don't travel. We don't exchange money. We don't go to the West Coast. We don't go to the East Coast. We don't go to Alabama. We don't go to Florida. We don't come to Las Vegas. Fear, fear, fear. See, Iran lost. They were hoping that Trump would pull out. They were hoping that oil prices would continue to rise and Trump would say, oh, whoa. We can't have that. No, Trump's not going to pull out. It's over. It's almost over. All right. I've been getting some comments. It aggravates me. It aggravates me that I understand politics and how the Democrats want to win. They're not going to win by that, by spreading fake news and stuff like that. I mean, I'm looking on. Oh, it's going to be a hit right now on the West Coast. They're going to hit Disneyland. God forbid. They're going to hit the East Coast. It's going to be catastrophic. It's going to be over for America. Trump has got us in a mess. What is Trump doing? But if Trump doesn't do anything and something, God forbid, did happen, guess what? Oh, where was President Trump? I thought he was tough. I thought he was a leader. I thought President Trump's supposed to protect us. Bullshit. Whatever Trump does, they would hate. They, the Democrat Party. And that's that. Any news on Nancy Guthrie? Not much. I haven't watched a lot of it today, but I didn't look for anything. That's fake news, too. They were saying a body was found in Phoenix and Nancy Guthrie. If you guys want to talk about Nancy Guthrie in a little bit, we will. Not yet, but a little bit. I'm going to give you some more thoughts on that. Let's see here. So I tell you what it's time for. You know what it's time for? A water and a cigar. A water and a cigar. Once again, thank you, moderators. Palon, Ozzy, Fabian. Always good to see our friend Fabian. 19 months. Membership. Mark. Welcome in. Hopefully everybody's doing well, staying safe, being true who you are, taking one day at a time. Well, welcome in Mr. Temball. What's going on, Mr. Temball and Aaron Scott? Thank you for the moderator. We appreciate you guys. Yeah, it's I hate when certain news outlets, and they all kind of do it, put out fake news and scare people. It's not right. Right here. Right here. I got you, Ron, right here. Good to see our members, our moderators, some original, older subscribers, new subscribers. Appreciate the gifts. Thank you so much. Hey, Ozzy, real quick. I agree. That young kid, that handsome young guy, homeless guy today, he needs to get to work. However, if it's true, Ozzy, and I believe a little bit of it, I guess his parents thrown him out because he was gay, and he had some pride. I believe some of it, but I get it. I wouldn't throw my kids out, but that was what he told me off camera. But nonetheless, we help out anybody, They're out there and they're struggling. Today it was hot in Las Vegas. We'll throw them a hamburger, some water, and some fuzzles. Yeah, I guess his family thrown him out because he was gay, came out openly gay, and we're referring to a homeless young man today on the street. And but he said thank you, he's appreciated. All right, I'm gonna get in some comments real quick. We're taking a good look at Beirut, Israel. Hey, Bunny Mom, how are you, Bunny Mom? Good to see you, my friend. Thank you for being here. I appreciate you guys being here on this Wednesday. What the hell day is it? Wednesday. I'm losing track. Wednesday. Been so busy, guys. Busy, busy, busy. I shouldn't complain. Busy with work, busy with meetings, trying to get the homeless situation together, and then come home and be a husband and try to come on and get these lives. And it pisses me. I almost didn't come live tonight, guys, but my daughter, she's so scared. Once again, if you're just coming in, look, everybody has their different feelings on this war. But I want to tell you this. I don't like it when you have fake news out there saying a bomb is heading to California. A bomb's going to hit West Coast. We're destroyed. Trump's going to destroy us. And there's no evidence of that at all. Now, anything at any day is possible. We don't know what one day holds to it. Guys, we don't know I don't know if I'm going to be alive tomorrow. I mean, we just don't know. We can't ever live in fear. We got to be cautious. We're in a situation where a lot of people don't feel that it's right. I get it. But at the same time, again and again, in my opinion, just my opinion, I don't think we should hand it off to the fourth generation. So, and I think it's not as bad as you think. I think, again, Trump is not perfect, but I think he's on the right track. And he's not going to let America be destroyed. So, in my opinion, anyhow, okay? Hey, Aaron Scott, appreciate it. I appreciate you jumping in for a little bit. Thank you so much. Appreciate you checking out the channel and being a moderator. Thank you so much. One thing I want to go over with, too, though. Oh, yeah, did I already say this? So, under Biden, President Biden, he was in that movie, by the way, the Millennium movie. Under Biden, the dollar lost 30%. Did anybody else see the movie? As my wife says, it was a 10 out of 10. I disagree. Anybody else see the Millennium movie? Should I buy a Lincoln Navigator and live in that, or buy a shit home? Buy a shit home. Yeah, it was okay. Rob the Viking. What's going on, my friend? Said live in the car. It's on Prime Video. Yeah. It's free. No commercials. That's good. Free's always good. No ads. When I say no commercials, no ads. So that's good. That's pretty good. But when my MAGA friends say, oh, Sal, Watch that movie. It's one of the best movies ever. Get the hell out of here. Who the hell are you lying about? What are you lying about? Ralph Hernandez, what's happening? Sorry, Sal, I think I will pass. On the movie? Yeah. Yeah, I mean, Goodfellas, yeah. That's a movie. Godfather. Those are movies. And we could think of so many more. But, you know, it was, the music was good. They had some good music. The music was okay. Mike says, I live in my SUV behind the Rio in 2001. Ozzy says, I got no time, much time for movies. You know, I got the grandkids over here. You know, baseball's hot here right now. I got this, that, whatever. I got time for any kind of movie. Millennium One. Are you Yeah, Michael, I didn't it was okay. My wife wanted to watch the movie. I'm glad we didn't go pay for it. I'm not gonna spoil it. Nothing to spoil. Nothing to spoil. All right. Now, I know if President Trump was watching this, he'd probably turn the video off and say, who the hell is this? Is this a supporter of mine? I'm sure Millennium's like, that's a horrible thing. I'm not saying anything bad. I didn't say it was bad. It just wasn't. All right, we're moving on from the movie. All right, enough with the movie. The school, we're not sure. We don't even have the facts on the school. You know that, and I know that. There's no facts, nothing there that we don't know. I wouldn't put it by Iranian. The Iranians like to kill their own people. Let's move on. Sal, did you go to the island? No, I've never been to the island. Don't even know where it's at. All right, you said it once. You said it twice. You said it 3 times. I got no problem with you asking it. But when you say it a couple times, you know, it's annoying. It's annoying in the chat. I don't mind you saying it. Call me out. But when you say it 3 times, 2 times, 4 times. All right. Now, do I look like Jeffrey? Well, most people think I don't. But some of you think I do. I think what happens is you get 1 or 2 that comes in here and they just signal it out to other people. Hey, we're watching an Epstein guy here. We got a Trump supporter who looks like Jeffrey Epstein a little bit. Got to go on and watch it. I say, come on in. Come on in and watch it. We appreciate it. Helps the YouTube algorithm. You got to laugh. City Girl, what's going on, my friend? Hey, thank you for all those comments on the short. Appreciate all your support. Oh, yeah, they don't bother me. What happens that bothers me is it interrupts the chat. And I don't like that. See what we got going on here, guys, real quick. Hold on. See what we got here. Everything seems kind of quiet. Beirut here. We got Tel Aviv. Yeah, I think we're going to be okay, guys. I really do. I don't think we have any fear. Other than we all know there's sleeper cells here, but it's nothing new. And to be honest with you, they came in through President Joseph Biden, a lot of them. So, you know, well, we can never live in fear. Nothing's gonna hit the West Coast, East Coast, or anything like that. If you're just coming in, the only thing that's gonna hit the grounds is rain, wind, snow. Real feed, there's nothing going on right now. There's just nothing going on. Absolutely nothing going on. I'm in California. We are getting threats. Newsome is a real, yeah, and City Girl. The problem with that is, you got Gavin Newsome, so they're gonna do it, and that's a shame, because there's they're gonna make up these stuff. There's threats hitting California, and it's just scaring people, and they're hoping that this will just have Trump say, you know what? Let's look into these threats. He doesn't need to look into the threats because President Trump, Pete Hegseth, J.D. Vance, Marco Rubio, they know if there's certainly something going to happen. They know they're playing chess. They're 4 or 5 pieces ahead. There's no fear. Nothing like that's going to happen. They're almost done. That's kind of funny, Ozzy Ray. It's kind of funny. You're a funny guy. That's kind of funny. Yeah. So my wife says, you know what? Some of those trolls or not trolls, but people. I think they're right. I said, what do you mean? I think you might be Jeffrey Epstein. Hey, get the hell out of here. What the hell are you talking about? Jeffrey Epstein. Won't see him no more. Iran ain't done. I don't know what they're showing you. Iran ain't done. They're done. Almost done. Almost done. No fear, Trump. Absolutely. Absolutely. Ralph, no fear, Trump is here. Absolutely. If we had another president, Republican or Democrat, I would say maybe some we have to worry about. Yeah, there you go. Right on, Mike. Joe Pesci. What do you mean I'm a funny guy? I'm here to amuse you? Get the hell out of here, Kamala. Gavin Newsom, man. But he's playing politics. I mean, don't get me wrong. Anything is possible when you're at war with a country that made it clear for 47 years they hate us. But we've taken almost everything out. Almost everything. I trust President Trump. I trust the Pete Hegseth, Marco Rubio. So, but yeah, anything's possible. Another country can wake up tomorrow and attack. But again, they fear President Trump. Yes or no? In a chat. Yes or no? Do these other countries, not just Iraq, they fear us? Yes or no? Don't they fear President Trump? They know Trump's not playing around. Yes or no? Or maybe. They fear him. Absolutely, John. There's nothing to worry about. And Gavin Newsome and these other governors are going to make it all to scare people. Just like oil. That's the only thing our Iranian government's hoping for, whatever's left. They're hoping that oil will go way up and that Trump will say, that's it. No, he's not going to stop. 47 years and not one president, had the balls, the guts to do anything about it. They thought about it. They did shit about it. Now we got a president who's trying to take away any kind of nuclear capability to hit the United States of America, destroying Israel. They could destroy, if we let stuff continue, Israel will be blown off the map. They would be gone. And we possibly can be gone. Okay? If we did nothing. That very well can happen if we did nothing. We're doing something. Now, our prayers are with the military. We've lost 7 military. As one of the fathers of the military said, and I quote, Mr. Trump, do not stop. Thank you for your call. We appreciate you. We love what you're doing. Finish it. And he will. And he will. I'm going to get out of this. Let's see what we got going on here. Somebody says wrong. Somebody says so sad. Everybody's got their different opinions. I'm telling you here, there's no worry. Not when you have President Trump. Not when you have President Trump as President of the United States. There's nothing to fear. Again, if you're just coming in the chat, it took 10 years to get bin Laden. It took about 55 seconds to get the Iranian regime. Boom! Gone. And now we're just focusing on taking out some more of their military, their navy, and making sure that they got the decent regime going forward. That's it. Couple weeks, it's done. And a month, and soon, oil price already coming down. Oil price is going to be probably around $80 a barrel. We'll be looking back and say, yep, we doubted Trump again, didn't we? Nope, not me. Don't doubt Trump. Let's keep the comments positive. Absolutely. That would be nice for one. Wouldn't that be great to have a live stream where like 98% was positive vibes? Disagreements, but positive, you know? DKL says we're looking at about 2 years now. It won't be 2 years. Not at all. Not even close. Not even close. This guy, meaning me, needs to go watch the news. Now I don't need to watch the news. I just need to trust President Trump. That's it. I don't need to watch any news, CNN, Fox, or any of them. I just need to trust President Trump because we've seen President Trump before. We've seen what he did in June, taking out their nukes, almost all of them, right? We've seen what he did in Venezuela, right? We've seen what he did at a drug cartel in Mexico. We've seen how he made the economy better and better. Food prices down, gas prices down. Gas prices went up again. Still lower than President Biden. So I don't have to watch any news. I just can know that President Trump is still with us, and then we have a strong vice president and a strong secretary of state. I'm okay. So I don't need to watch any news. All right, enough with that. I think I said that 4 times. I don't have to. Hold on 1 second. Hold on 1 second, guys. I think I got an update here. Let's see what we got here. Hold on. So the IRGC checkpoint getting wiped out across Iran. Wiped out. Wiped out. Pow. Look at this. Look at this. Goodbye.
Yeah, more interceptions. This is in the United Arab Emirates. Of course, it's been filmed.
Folks, we have nothing to worry about it.
Where the Chinese sailors are based.
But, you know, depending on what side, you know, I just wish that the Democrats just one time would say this. I would love them hearing saying one time. We don't particularly like a lot of things that President Trump is doing, but thank you for saving our 4th generation. Thank you. So we can continue going, watching our kids grow up, our grandchildren. We can have a beer, that we can enjoy life with our own little problems in our house. Yes, we have fear from other countries, but what Trump is doing with Iran right now, guys, is fixing the whole world. Fixing the whole world.
I think this is the time when the Persian Gulf Arab countries need to really seriously consider
think this a little earlier, Ozzy.
Proper action instead of just defensive, because you're not going to be able to stop these guys. They're going to continue to launch against you. They're literally using more missiles and drones against the Arabs than against Israel. This is a whole new strategy. I'm not really sure who came up with it, but considering that Ali Khamenei is dead and Khamenei Jr. is in a...
I love your live, Sal. Speak your truth. City Girl, we love you. Thank you for your donation. We appreciate that. You totally rock, my friend. High five, fist bump. Thank you. Appreciate you. Do not have to do that. You've done so much, like a lot of you. Just sit back and relax, but we appreciate it. And you know we will continue supporting another homeless. So with that donation, we'll go ahead and help out another homeless tomorrow. So thank you. You totally rock.
this was the moment of impact. Go down.
Hold on. Look at this.
So that
Hold on. You guys want to see something? Hold on.
of our countries need to really seriously consider taking proper action.
Look at this. Hold on. Watch this. Yeah, there's storms in the southeast. I seen that, Ozzy. Yeah. Crazy weather. Be safe. Tornadoes. This was the IRGC checkpoint getting wiped out across Iran. So again, that's the IRGC checkpoint got wiped out across Iran. That was earlier. Is what we just seen. Boom. Yeah, folks, in my opinion, we don't have anything to worry about. I mean, no, nothing's going to be that simple, of course, with sleeper cells. And, I mean, anything's at any point could be possible, but we're in good hands with President Trump.
Pretty active and busy in Bahrain, because Bahrain is the only country right now that doesn't have just problems with missiles or drones being launched at it. On the ground, we have IRGC.
And as far as
attacking.
As far as boots on the ground, United States putting boots on the ground, I don't see that. I don't see President Trump. I don't think there'll be any reason to do so. I mean, I could be wrong. But I don't think it's going to happen. I think it's going to be all air. And again, I'm pretty confident, and that this will be ended sooner than later. I really do. Angela says, I agree. I'm not happy with gas. I mean, a lot of people on here are not happy with gas, but Angelo, but it's still better than President Biden, and it won't last long. It's not like it's going to go on. I don't think it won't go into the summer. I don't think the gas prices will go into I think you're talking short term. Very short term. Oil will be okay. They try to push up the price of oil, and it's not working. The market's good. Oil's going to be down. Everything's going to be fine. Everything's going to be fine. Oil will be right down. We're all going to be okay. I hear you, Angela. Me too. I mean, you got to ask yourself this, guys. Yeah, all will be good. You got to ask yourself this. I think most of you will agree. If we sat back and didn't do anything, and yes, oil would probably gone down a few more pennies, right, for conversation. And if we didn't do anything about it, again, there was that possibility, a very good possibility within the next months or year or years, that there is no oil. There's nothing left, So I felt this was the right time to do it. And then Trump can move on, making America great and greater. And he's not done. Because I'm strongly thinking Cuba will be next. I don't know why I'm pointing behind me. Is Cuba that way? Is Cuba, wait a minute. Cuba is north. Yeah. Anyhow, Cuba will be next. So Cuba can have a better future. What the hell is that? A moth. A moth. So Trump's not done. So, yeah, we got to take a couple steps backwards. Oh, thank you, Mike. To my left. Smart man there. That's a smart man. To my left. Cuba. Yeah, we got moths. Moths flying around. Mosquitoes flying around here in Las Vegas. Hot weather already in Vegas. Getting hot, Mike. I don't see any problem making Cuba common sense again. Again, making Cuba great. I don't have any problem with that. And he still won't be done. More to come. Left is right and right is right. Left. You gotta laugh a little bit, guys. You gotta laugh, Ozzy. Gotta laugh a little bit, guys.
Solar sucks. That's what most people think when they hear about solar in Las Vegas. And they're right.
Because who wants...
Here you go. Here, look at this. Ready? Want to see something here? Look at this.
One side, right? We would only, for example, report the successful attacks by the Israelis and the Americans. That would be one statement from the Israeli Defense Forces.
They're getting wiped out, folks.
That Hezbollah...
Iran is getting wiped out. You won't see them no more. Well, you'll see them. You'll see the people. You'll see the Iranian people and Persian people living a better life, a better future. They can go on and live in a free life and not forcing marriage on young kids, young boys and girls at 8 years old. Imagine that, your kids, your grandkids being forced into marriage at 8 years old. Think about that. That was Jeffrey Epstein, 47 years. I talked about this many times. So you're not going to see that. You're going to see hopefully a better regime. I believe they're going to take that brother out. And hopefully the Iranian people who haven't been back to see their mom and dad and sister and brother for many, many years can now go back. Not now, but hopefully down the road, a couple months. I really do. You guys believe that? And we don't have to worry about any kind of threats from Iran. And, we can never trust them. We got to keep a close eye, but we don't have to keep, 2 eyes on them, knowing that we're going to be a better future. I don't see a problem, even though oil is going to go up a little bit. Oil has went up a little bit. California is next. They got to do something with California real soon. I mean, California cannot go on with these high gas prices. Even when gas prices went down for most of us a few weeks ago, now they're up a little bit. It's just horrible, horrible, horrible governor who wants to be the president of the United States. He can't even handle California. Look what he did with the fires. But yeah, California should be next. Somebody says I'm just scared how fast everything went up. Nah, no, there's no reason to be scared. FBI gave California warnings, drones hitting California. Bunch of bullshit. Nothing's going to happen. Nothing. Somebody says that California's doing fine here. Newsome rules. Appreciate your comment. Totally disagree, of course. Totally disagree. All right, guys, I got to get a drink. I'll be right back. Hold on one second. When I say a drink, this kind of drink. This kind of Friday night will be a wine. I got something to do in the morning, Ozzy. Beer I had. Beer will probably be Saturday. Diet Coke right now. Probably is, user. You're probably right on that. I think I agree with you on that, but what can I tell you? All right, so getting some comments here. Hey, I want to welcome in PRJ. Iran is better shaped than California. Sal, I work at a gas station. I get updates every day on what gas is doing. So if you have a question, I can get an answer, but it may. Oh, thank you, Whiskey Tango. So you see it. You see it right there. You work there. You know it. You're going to see it before most of us get that information. Yeah. Honestly, does anybody really feel that Iran is going to shoot some kind of missile to the East Coast, West Coast? You really think what they have? What do they have left? You really think they're going to, come on. No, of course not. Of course not. Gavin Newsome and the Democrat Party wants us to live in fear. They want us to live in fear before the war. Think about it. Do we have a short memory? Do we remember COVID? Do we remember the pandemic? We were living in fear. A lot of us on here won't be. We were thinking that we're done. Propaganda, that's what they want from us. They want control. Sorry, but that's that. In a nutshell, they want total control, live in fear, pay us every now and then, pay us a few fossils, get us in debt. That's what they want, to live in fear. Okay? And once again, if we turn the table around and President Trump did not go in to Iran or Venezuela, they would be saying, oh, what happened? Oh, the gas prices went up. Oh my God, we had a terrorist attack. Oh my goodness. Bombs, this, that, whatever. Why didn't Trump protect us? You can't win with these people. You just can't win. Let's see here. What's going on, Larry? Yeah, exactly. Democrats hang their hat on fear of everything. Literally play make-believe. Yeah, that's what they have done to this country. This is what they have done since Barack Obama. Since Barack Obama came in to be the president, let's be honest, it was fear, fear, fear. Let's give Barack Obama a chance. Look what happened. The worst president ever. Worst. And I continue. I don't know how people are saying Obama's the worst when Barack Obama had his hands in the committee. He started this mess. Biden was an old man, guys. Old man didn't know what the hell was going on. Worst president, got us in this mess. But again, if Trump didn't do anything and just sat back and played politics like all the other Republican presidents, you notice I said Republican and Democrat assholes, we'd be in a huge mess. So, thank God we have a real leader who doesn't take any bullshit. Let's be honest. And the Democrats are so pissed off because they have no chance. All right. Tish, welcome in. Good to see you. God bless Trump. Somebody said let's not talk politics. Well, you can't help not when you have these situations. Hey, I want to stop for a second. Just welcome in our loyal subscriber moderator, Heavy Hook. What's going on, Heavy Hook? What's going on, Heavy Hook? Good to see you tonight. Anything new with the Nancy Guthrie? I haven't watched much today. Anything new on Nancy Guthrie? Hey, I want to stop for a second and thank you. Very nice of you. Big Roger. High five, fist bump. Appreciate you. Thank you so very much. I lost my what? I'm sorry about you losing your insurance. No news. No news on Nancy Guthrie. Yeah, not much going on with that situation. We got here. Welcome in, Mitch. Rob the Viking says, don't get me wrong, Iran is fucked. But they posted no sort of real threats to the United States. They're finished. They're finished. They got nothing. It's all politics. 99%, Rob the Viking. 99.9%. Hold on. Cameron and Annie showed up today. Oh, really? And left with Nancy's car. Oh, interesting. Yeah, I think at this point, I think they're pretty much ruled out the family altogether on this. What a bizarre. You know, I said something, heavy hook, real quick on the Nancy Guthrie. I promise I'd talk about for a little bit. I think if this happened in New York, it doesn't matter who the mayor is, or Jersey, or back east, or even like southeast, this would have been solved. You know what I think happened? I think, talking politics, I think you had a sheriff who played politics. And I think if he didn't play politics, they might have had this. And I'm hearing that the FBI messed up big time too. I was watching Newsmax real quick on the Nancy Guthrie, guys. Stay with me. I was watching one of the neighbors, Brian, what's his name? Brian Eaton. He interviewed one of the neighbors. Listen to this. And the sister, FBI, knock on the door. She lets him in. They had a little bit of a badge. And they're going through her garage and things. And she goes, oh, this looks kind of weird. She says, I don't think they're FBI. She calls up 911. They send detectives and police over. They said, you're right, they're not FBI. And then a day later, that poor woman went and stayed with her daughter, I believe, heavy hook. And then later on, oh, we're sorry, we apologize. That was the FBI. That's what this whole case did. That's because of a sheriff who played politics instead of playing on capturing, get everybody on the same pace and saying, all right, let's agree, disagree. When we leave this house, let's agree that we need to solve this in 48 hours and bring in FBI. That just tells you right there, the FBI was so unorganized. So I'm not throwing Tucson, Arizona under, but man, they need to get their shit together. Back east, they would have had this probably solved by now. All right, that's my opinion on Nancy Guthrie right there. Is Trump being blackmailed by Israel? Good question. And the answer to that is, I don't think so. Mitchell says Trump's FBI. You're right. Cash Patel, what do you want me to say? You're wrong? You're right. But again, did you hear what I just said? Because of the get-go, with a weak, old, cranky, everything. Here's what I think. I think this sheriff, real quick, with Nancy Guthrie, they appointed him in. They renewed him for a couple more years. They probably said, holy shit, this is all we got. What are you going to put in? He messed it up. Weak sheriff. Play politics on one side, and that's where you got. Otherwise, I think you would have seen a different result. You probably would have had suspects by now. And that's why you had the FBI so unorganized. And another thing, real quick on Nancy Guthrie. I find it very odd, no press conference. 2 press conferences from the get-go. He knows he's buried. That, you know, and you hope that the FBI, excuse me, you hope that the FBI has that final piece of the puzzle and they don't want to say nothing. But how the hell can they not come out? They don't have to answer the questions, but how can they not have a 20-minute press conference and say, yes, yes, no, yes, maybe? Nothing. I mean, nothing to the public at all. Very bizarre. I believe he was a Democrat chair. I think he was Democrat. Oh, he made it. Yeah, he made it clear he's a Democrat. Nanos. And that's what happens when you have politics interfere with an investigation on either side, Republican or Democrat. Instead of taking that badge and saying we're going to, or excuse me, keeping that badge on, separate politics, and getting the group of people in there, A, B, C, D, where do we go? Could this be it? Could this be it? Could that be it? All right, let's push the politics aside and let's work on capturing what happened. Do we have a kidnapper? Do we have a home invasion going wrong? Let's get this together. Let's get the FBI in. But no, they waited. And that's why you have a big mess. But you're right. FBI messed up too. All right, moving on over here. Let's get back to the fear. The fear that they want us to live. The Democrats want us to live. The remaining of the regime wants us to live, and it's not working. Just ignore some of the spam, guys. You got a lot of people who just never grow up, little people. Just little. They're 60, they're little. They're 50, they're little. They're 20, they're little. They're little. So ignore the spam. I saw a video where the family... Oh, yeah, user. I seen that too. Yeah. All right, I'm reading some comments here. Some are kind of long comments, so I'm just reading myself. And then if it's worth reading out loud, I'll read them. Yeah, I hear you, user. Absolutely, Tish. Thanks for putting that in there. That's class act right there. Responding very with the flag and the love. That's how you respond to some of these people who hate America or little people never grow up. That's how you respond right there, Tish. Just like that. Perfect. Well done. Perfect. I couldn't done it any better. Yep. That's how you respond. America should not help Israel. Why shouldn't we help Israel in a few words? Why? Follow up with that if you're not I'd like to hear from you. Probably won't, but they don't like to leave the country. If they don't like it so much, they don't got to stay here. What's going on, John Anthony? Exactly. There you go, Whiskey. Just do what you got to do. You know, I understand that people... Anyhow. Absolutely. So well said, Rob the Viking. So well said. Hold on. High five. Fist bump. Another great, fantastic, common sense comment. Yep. It's all common sense. That's why most of us voted for President Trump, right? Not because he's perfect. Common sense. I mean, really. That's why we voted for him. Common sense. Put our nation first. Making us number one. Protecting our brothers and sisters and our family. That's it. That's it in a nutshell. You heard right. When you heard a cigar was coming, you heard. You knew it. You sensed it. It seems to be Israel first. That's not the case. I got to read this comment here. You're looking fresh. Got to read that, Mike. All right. Stephen Douglas, 3359. Still awake. Stephen says, still awake. What's going on in Lake Norman, North Carolina tonight? Lake Norman, North Carolina. What is going on there? any fake news there, any attacks there, or any threats there. It really upsets me when they get no information, no facts, and just these governors and mayors and fake news start making up fake news and fearing people from going to California and going places because they think that Iran's gonna attack the United States. What's going on, Randy? Randy says, nothing like a good cup of coffee with Sal and a cup of coffee. Yeah, I got some coffee mugs. Did you get one of my coffee mugs yet, guys? Check out the merch. Check it out. YouTube says you got to put it in there. Have them buy some cups. I'm just kidding. Yeah. Somebody bought a cup. I seen that. It didn't tell me who, but somebody bought a cup with Sal. I got to get a cup with a cigar like this. With the United States behind me. With the flag behind me. That's a double cup of coffee. Speaking of coffee, my wife's going to be going to Puerto Rico real soon. We're going to get some coffee and do some giveaways. Not much, but a little appreciation. We're going to give out coffee again. My wife says, how come you haven't given anything out in a while? I don't know. Got to start giving out some coffee again. Any fireworks? No fireworks in Las Vegas. Texas state troopers pulled over Randy. Where the hell did that come from? What the hell are you talking about? Who started a war? This war's been going on for 47 years. We're ending a war. Who said that? Who started a war? Well, this war's been going for 47 years. Under how many presidents? Republicans and Democrats. We are stopping a war. Oh, we're starting a war. Get that hell out of here. People don't know what the hell they're talking about. I get it when you have a 20-year-old talking like that. Maybe a 23-year-old talking like that. An 18. But when you got people that are like 35 or older or 40 and over talking like that, come on. This has been going on for a very long time. We're finally have a leader. We have a leader with the chest out, with a little ego, who loves money, because I'm honest. What you see is what you get. But just loves America. One big mob boss. But he's not Italian. That's what you have. All right. I mean, we can go on and on about it, but I won't. That's it. 1979, Iran looked like any California coast of swimmers. Define war. Democrats. How's that? Boom. It really is a shame. It really, really is a shame. You know, nobody says anything when it took 10 years to get bin Laden. 10 years. And then Barack Obama goes in and captures him. I was like this. I was like, don't support you, but you did a good job. Thank you, Barack Obama. No. The Democrats don't. Anything that Trump does, he can cure diabetes tomorrow. And he'll get, oh, well, he didn't do a good job. He didn't do it fast enough. So, I mean, really thinking about it. It's true. I know we've all said it. Kamala Harris. Pray for her. Absolutely pray for her. Strong? No. Pray for her as a human being? Absolutely. Do I wish harm on her? No. She got a nice smile? Yes. President? 0% chance. Her mind all in one place? Probably not. All right, moving on. But pray? Yes, absolutely. Neil, thank you. Appreciate you coming in tonight. Hey, thank you all memberships, guys. I really appreciate the memberships. Thank you so very much. Thank you, moderators on here tonight. Appreciate the moderators. I hope she doesn't die of that. I hope she doesn't. Oh, you're referring I will? Who the hell knows? Appreciate your comment. Thank you. Lily Rose, how are you? Good to see you, my friend. Welcome in. Appreciate it. And I wish Biden well. I really do. A lot of people say, oh, no, you don't wish that. I wish him well. It was the first I think I was got to be one of the first YouTubers when we found out Biden had prostate cancer. I was the first one to come in because there was people ripping him apart. I said, hey, let's hope he does well. All right, we'll move on. But Kamala has, if you believe in polls, Kamala's winning over Gavin Newsome. That's scary for Gavin Newsome. That's pretty sad. No hat tonight. I wanted to show my gray. Ozzy, I couldn't do it without you. I know you're going like this. I can't. Couldn't do it with any of you guys. So thank you. 138 in here. Appreciate it. Matthew Jones is in the house. Hello, Matthew. I got to get a haircut. Whatever hair is left. My wife says, shave it off. I said, not yet. She said, when? Let's go another year. Let's keep the hair until Trump's to President Trump's added. Well, we'll keep it through Marco Rubio. Heavy Hook. Great to see you, Heavy Hook. I'm glad you're jumping in. Glad you came in tonight. Good to see you guys. Yeah. That's what hats are for. You know, every time my wife looks at the Sopranos and Paulie Walnuts, you know, who passed away, she said, man, you're getting older with that gray hair. You look like that guy, Paulie Walnuts, or Walnuts, whatever the hell he was in the Sopranos. And Richard Gere. Not Richard Gere. Who's the other? Epstein. If Janine's on here, Sal, you had to mention that Epstein again. You had to do it. He was a good actor. He did a good job in the Sopranos, I thought. Yeah, I tried out for the Sopranos, but I said water, and they didn't like how I said it. You got to be from Jersey. What I mean by that. Yeah. You got to laugh a little bit, guys. What time is it? We'll stay live a little bit. It's early still. We've been on. We'll go live for a little longer. That's funny, Ozzy. I still can't say it. I say Nevada, like Trump says. Remember when Trump came? He says Nevada. Silvio. He had a toupee, Randy. That was a toupee. He was in Bruce Springsteen, you know. Yeah, I know that, Sal. Yeah, he had a toupee. Nothing wrong with it. I'm just saying. Steve needs a bucket of tears over here. See, I add words in, Heavy Hook. I like to add words in. You could say I'm like CNN a little bit. You know, you add words. What's going on, James? I try to put a little entertainment into it, guys, you know, on this Wednesday. Not a whole lot going on. Well, there is a lot going on. I take that back. A lot of fake news and fear for people that West Coast going to get hit. But I mean, I'm not just saying this, guys. I really feel that this end of war with the regime and ending and making peace for all of us, United States, Germany, Europe, Italy, Iran, make it better again. I really believe, yes, there's a chance with more sleeper cells, and we might get bit here and there. They have nothing left. We are really this will be done, I'm going to guess real soon. And gas prices will be back down. So we don't need to worry about it. It's not President Biden. It's not Barack Obama. Drill, baby, drill. Drill, baby, drill. That's it. Massive wins. Massive wins when you have a president who's not afraid to drill. If we had a governor in California who'd open up refineries, then California gas's price would be $3. Cyber? Oh, you think cyber? Yeah, maybe. Sorry, Ozzy, man. Let me get some Diet Coke. Oh, yeah. You know what? You might be right. That could be it. That could be it. But like you said, Ozzy, and other people have said, both Ozzies, my uncle, you cannot ever live in fear. Never, people, never live in fear. And I'll say this one more time. I know I'll probably say two. If we didn't do anything, there's still a chance of there's still a chance of a very worse attack on America. So that's how I feel. And the sleeper cells have been here for many, many years. And, I hate to keep bringing up Biden. I really do. I really do. Oh, good. Bring up Biden. If Biden didn't let open borders and have everybody come in here, would we still have sleeper cells? Probably. Let's be honest. But not like on steroids. So it's, if you think about it, it's the Barack Obama and President Biden's fault. Sure, we'd have some sleeper cells, but not like we have now. So, but you know what? I have faith that we're going to get them. I really do. It's a shame what happened in Austin, Texas. And it's a shame what happened in New York. It's a shame that they went after Madani. And for you, Mega, what the hell am I watching? I thought I was watching a Trump supporter. No, you're watching an American supporter. Because I don't support Madani, whatever the hell his name is. I have no faith in him. But we don't want any harm done to a mayor who's mayor or a governor. That's not what we do. That's not American way. We don't wish harm. But yeah, I mean, unfortunately, it's all because of Biden and Barack Obama. That's our dilemma. Welcome in, Purdy Good 80. Our host, Henry, KM4KQ. You lie. Me, I lie. I'm lying. Moving on. Somebody says, always Biden's fault. Always Biden. No, I said Barack Obama too, didn't I? What did I say? Did I not say Barack Obama's fault too? Did you listen to me? What did I say? I said Barack Obama and Biden. You want me to say it was George Bush's fault too? It was. Sal, I got to challenge you on that. I am a Canadian. I think support. First of all, God bless the Canadians. Before I go any farther. I'm a Canadian. I think I support America more than your ideas. Anytime. Rob the Viking. Camping. But bears and grizzlies in Canada and Canadians, Canada. Obama, you're laughing, Rob the Viking. Obama divided this country. I'm not laughing at that. I agree. We got over here. Trump's a fool. Trump is foolish. Do I believe in Jesus? Absolutely. We got to do something about Canada. Divine, who's that? Divine 777747's playing the slot machines. Hit them all, the sevens, Canada. I disagree. I think we can make Canada better. I think Canada, we got to do it now while we have the power and the strength and a leader. Make Canada better again. Common sense. Canada's beautiful, guys. Ever been to Canada? They got the most beautiful country. Mountains. How do I feel about what? He must. Well, who the hell's voting him in over there? Divine? Who's voting for him? Just like those people voted for Barack Obama and Biden. They'll get together in Canada. They'll get the right. It's got to change. Duke of Hazards in the house says fake news. Oh, I'm sorry. Duke acts a lot. Fake news. Dukes of Hazard. Neo says, war isn't good for anything, but sometimes we have to fight to stop things from getting worse. That's one of those 2 high-five fist bumps. So well said, Neo. Exactly right. I'll read it again. War isn't good for anything. True. But sometimes we have to fight to stop things from getting worse. Amen, my friend. And that's what we're doing. Matthew Jones says UK has to change as well. You have to fight against evil. Wow, that's another great comment. High five, fist bump. You really do. Make American great again. Yeah, that was a great comment, Heavy Hook. Yeah, I don't know how people could be against this ending the war. We're going to call it on here ending war. We're ending 47 years of fear, real fear and war. Paul Warner's in the house. What's going on, Paul? Paul, you got that right on that that jiggly thing there. You were showing your age, Paul. Washing your hands. Washing your hands. Guys, check out my posts. I don't always put politics on my posts. You know, of course, I put like what we're talking about. Sometimes I'll pull out some stuff in the 70s and have you guys guess, just for a little fun. And then later I'll give some coffee out to the, just to have some fun. But Paul, you weren't alone. There's some others who got it right too. But yeah. So check out the community post when you can. Did you see the image of the girls? Sorry, your message went away. Oh, no, I got it back. Sorry, I got it back. Did you see the image of those girls, young girls? I think you meant young girls. And the elderly people fleeing from, I think you said Lebanon. Was it Lebanon you said? Was it Lebanon? And you just, I don't know what your other part of the comment. I did see it. Was it Lebanon you said? I think you said Lebanon, and I think you said girls. No, I don't dye the hair. You see the gray? I need to color it. Every now and then, I lie. I just lied. Every now and then. The gray. You just shave it or... let's move on. Oh, the soccer girls. Thank you, PRJ. What am I looking at here? Let me get rid of this. I say the truth when I lie. You know what? Heavy hook. 2 high five fist bump. Yeah. Right back to you, Palon. June, how are you, June? Good to see you, June. I'm reading your comment, Neo. Absolutely. Absolutely. Whiskey Tango's laughing. Yeah, so well said. Wow, great comments, guys. Great comments. Really. Great comments tonight, guys. Thank you. Thank you for joining in. Appreciate it. Thank you, Palon. Appreciate you, my friend. Thank you so much. Yes. Lisa, how are you? Thank you, Heavy Hook. That's why I have the moderators here. Every now I miss some. We got 139 on this Wednesday. Whiskey Tango dropping a floating heart. Appreciate you, Whiskey Tango. You've done so much. Just to sit back and enjoy yourself. Appreciate you so much, Whiskey Tango. Thank you. At the gas station. Fill you in. Get you to what's going on with the oil, Sal. You gotta laugh a little bit. Randy, thank you so much. That means thank you. High five fist. I appreciate you guys. Thank you so very much. Oh, you just thank you, Lisa. I just subscribed. Thank you. High five fist bump. Appreciate it. Thank you for all of you who are subscribed. What's going on in the Philippines? God bless the Philippines. God, I had a friend. His name was Jimson. Jimson. He said, I'm done with Vegas. Or, excuse me, I'm done with Jersey. He was in Jersey. I said, where are you going to go? I'm going back to the Philippines. I'm going to open a food business. I'm going to do well. He's doing extremely well. Jimson. Philippines. Philippines in the house. It's great to see people from other countries, as my stepdaughter is still texting me. She's so scared. I don't know. I don't think I should go to California. I'm hearing all this stuff. What's going to happen? And I assure her to go to Disneyland and enjoy yourself. Have fun. You'll be fine. Nothing will happen to California except for high gas prices. And that's about it. It's all because you're here, Rob the Viking. I appreciate it. Thank you. Yeah, we've had it's good. It's good. You know, I say this all the time. You know, of course, I want thousands and thousands. Every channel does. We've had times where during the protests we had about 3,000, 4,000 in here. We had times we were covering the war when it broke. We had a couple hundred in here. But it's good to see, you know, when I can read more comments and it goes real heavy. And I'm sure the moderators enjoy it. But at the end of the day, we appreciate each and every one of you and all new subscribers. And also make sure you like not only this live, but make sure you don't forget to hit the like on your other favorite YouTube channels. Because sometimes even myself, you get involved and chatting among each other. And all of a sudden, you forget that the like. It does help out. I know you hear this over and over, but it really does help out the YouTube algorithm. So on behalf of all the YouTubers that you enjoy, hit the like if you like it. Or how are the California gas prices? Like $6 maybe, $6.50. That's because Gavin Newsome's part of that problem. They have refineries there, and they can very well had gas prices a year ago, 2 years ago, probably around $3.75, $3.50, to be honest with you. But he refuses to do it. Now, we have high prices here in Vegas because we have no state taxes. And we have a high registration, too. I just had a... every year we renew a registration, and on my Ford Escape just today we had to renew it. It was $672, but we'd have no state taxes, so it's supposed to make me feel better. No, it doesn't. $8.38 in LA for diesel. WP, yeah, see, that's a lot. That's a lot. Heavy Hook, thank you. $8, Lynn says. I mean, that's horrible. All joking aside, California needs a new governor. Probably the Republican governor. They need it. They haven't had when's the last time they had a good governor? Ronald Reagan? Arnold wasn't good. I mean, they need somebody to, because, I said this before. If you're new to the channel, California is wrapped around an ocean. Always too cold to go in for me, but it's nice. Beautiful mountains and Big Bear and Santa Barbara, Napa Valley, San Francisco, and so on and so forth. It's beautiful. It's not the people's fault. They really need to get their shit together and make California better again. It really needs to be read. I know a lot of you are independent on here, but it needs to be read for a while. They need to change it. Heavy Hook. I mean, you know that yourself. It needs to be changed. Yeah, don't worry about it. But yeah, it's a shame what's going on there. It really is. We changed here. We had a Democrat governor for years, and then we got a Republican. So Vegas is almost like almost a swing state now. Mitch, I'm reading your message. I'm laughing. Yeah, I know, Heavy Hook. I know you're not. I know. That's just that. You know who's speaking there. Heavy Hook. Heavy Hook is speaking as an American. He's speaking common sense. He can. I hate to put words in his mouth. He's probably saying I can care less too much about anything. But what I care about is, getting California better again, getting common sense back. Making gas affordable, food affordable, and in California we haven't seen it in a long time. But it is a shame. It's great. Everything I just said is true about California. Universal Studio there and Disneyland. Disney World's in Florida. I always get criticized when I say that, so I think they're right. The national average, low test gasoline 350. Absolutely. Now, let me just go back to a comment. So he thinks I don't want to read it. I think it was comment. I think it was a Joe. Was it Joey Dirt 6797? Welcome in. What the hell was that? I think you said something too about the attack on the school, alluding to the girls of war crime. And I know where you're going at with that. Look, there's no proof on the United States taking out that. Okay, there's no proof. I wouldn't put it past Iran to do something because they kill their own people. That's what they do. They implement young men and women marrying each other. You know, at a young age. They've had the Epstein there for 47 years. Women cannot show their hair, gray hair, dark hair, their beautiful faces. You can't protest. They just kill you. So I wouldn't put it by them. But there's no proof that the United States did that. No proof at all that happened. Now they got the air conditioner on. Now they got the air conditioner on in my house. That's awful. You know why? They don't pay the bills around here. I didn't see anything from that on that Pentagon. California 32 billion fraud. Yeah, speaking of fraud, yeah, Mike. I mean, my electric bill is going to be $400 this month. What was I going to say? Oh, fraud. California. That's going to come out. I think they're real close on, was it Nick Shirley who went to Minneapolis? Watch how much fraud is going to come out of California. Yeah, I don't think we need air conditioning on tonight. I just heard it go on. I mean, it's nice out. You know, and the kids are turning on my AC. Don't worry, they're going to hear it. They're going to hear it as soon as this live's over. $1,000 a month for electricity? Yeah, they're going to hear it. Yeah, Michael Young. I don't think I need it on right now. If you were sitting here with me, I think you would agree on that. I mean, it's nice and cool. Open the damn windows. Oh, I got allergy problems. I don't give a shit about your allergies. Go get allergy medicine. Open the damn windows. All right. I'm the only house that has the air on tonight. Yeah, probably. I don't know that. I don't know. Maybe not. I think it's the kids. They're gonna hear it. Oh, is that right? Yeah, it was 85 in Vegas. 70 there. Heavy hook. Yeah, it was 85 here in Las Vegas today. So, climate change. Yeah, it got warm, but it's gonna cool down again. It'll start. Right now, it's perfect. In fact, it's so perfect. I'm gonna light up one more time a little cigar with you guys. How are you kids? 30, 25, 28, 48. I'm only kidding about the 48. That's funny, Heavy Hook. That's a good one. That's a real good one. I like that. What are we talking about? Oh, fraud. Tim Walsh. Will he be in jail? I think so. Is that right, Paul? 72? Not bad. Now it's 35. Yeah, Paul, climate change. Al Gore. That's all that is. Crazy spring weather. That's what it is, Paul. You know that, I know that. Paul, they have me convinced. for about 1 day, Al Gore. I'm like, okay, as soon as he said it, Paul, real quick, it was like hailing in the mountains. Hail. And Al Gore said, we got to do something. We're going to be destroyed. And hail came. I'm like, oh man, Democrats might be right on that. And then I looked into it. It hailed before. Indian summer. All right. Heavy Hook. Got to get together, Heavy Hook. James. Yeah, oh, really, James. I was like, what the hell's going on? Al Gore might be right. But yeah, I definitely don't need the air conditioner on. And it's still on. That tells me it went real low. Mike. That air conditioner is probably... If I go in there and I see it on 76, we have a problem. Michael Young says, no one, I quote, will go to jail for fraud. Or the Epstein files. You think so, Michael Young? You might be right. You might be right. I don't know. I think Tim Walz might be in some trouble, Michael. And the Epstein files, there might be somebody. There might be some. I really don't like the air either. Unless it's 120. That's when I turn it on. In Vegas. It's crazy, Tish, what's going on. You know, and that fraud, like I said, there's been a war for 47 years. Tish, there's been fraud. People say, oh, fraud started with the COVID in Minneapolis. No, fraud's been going on there for about 20-some years with Somalis. And they let it get out of control, Summer 619. Welcome in. Greetings. Right back to you. Right back to you. So that's been going. That's nothing new in Minneapolis. I think Tim Walz could be in some trouble. Clinton's going down on it. You know, I got to tell you, and it looks like he was shaking a lot, so I wish him well as far as Parkinson's go. But he might be in some trouble, Clinton. But Trump does like him. So I don't know. No Speedo and no AC. Laughing my ass off. No Speedo and no AC. And that's that. From our moderator. Moderator Mike. There is fraud everywhere. You should see the military. No bid contracts. I'm sure there is. Epic. Who said that? Epic handle name. Appreciate your comment. Thank you. Laughing at Ozzy Ray. Let me acknowledge a Neo here. Arizona 76, a problem. You'll never make it around. Yeah, you're getting me all stirred up, Neo. I'm ready to go in there right now and raise some hell. Let's see here. Somebody says we have the wrong, I quote this, we have the wrong president, period. He's dirty and a liar. He's dirty and a liar. What do you guys think? Is that true? Subscriber says he's dirty, President Trump, and he's a liar. You guys agree with that? Yes or no? Tish says, no, not me. I don't think so. Epic says yes. Ozzy says, nope, I don't think so. Couple yeses, though. You got some friends. Some yeses. 85% of the country voted for him. And that's that, as we say in Italian, Heavy Hook. And that's that. That's what we say. Meaning that's correct. That's a fact. Now, Paul says, Trump will go down in history as one of the best presidents ever. I think so. I think if a Democrat gets arrested because they deserve it, like fraud, I would put him as the best. I would love to see anybody, actually, Paul. You know what I mean? Anybody that does anything wrong in politics, I would love to see him get held responsible for. And I think Tim Walz. But yeah, I agree. Somebody says Trump is sleeping. Oh, what time is it? It's 12 o'clock. You're right. He's probably sleeping. He goes to bed. He's the last person to go to bed, first person to wake up. But he's probably sleeping by now, yeah. I agree with you. He's probably sleeping right now. Trump says what he's going to do and does it. What he says. He goes, yeah. Wow, another high five fist bump. Now, he's probably sleeping by now, I would think. He sleeps from 12 to 3, yeah? Like you, Ozzy, right? I mean, got to get up. You got to work. The kids, the grandkids. Got to make dinner. Like us. What do you got here? A little entertainment, guys. A little laughs here. What we got going on here tonight? Oh, we got Trump. Oh, what we got here? What we got here? We got Fox. Here we go.
Threatening Iran with destruction on a quote level never seen before. Here's the president today with the latest.
The military is
What's going on, Brazil?
I would say, to put it mildly, way ahead of schedule. We've knocked out their Navy, their military in all forms. We've knocked out just about everything there is, including their leadership. Twice. We knocked out twice their leadership, and now they have a new group coming up. Let's see what happens to them. But 47 bad years we suffered with them.
They don't, Ozzy Ray.
The rest of the world. We're doing a job.
And as the war rages on, Democrats and their allies in the media are cooking up bizarre new conspiracy theories, like The View, thinking that Trump started a war in order to distract from the Nancy Guthrie case.
Wow!
Why haven't we been talking about Savannah Guthrie and what's going on there? This is meant to get us so worked up that we are unable to see anything else.
I just came from a 2-hour closed-door classified briefing on the war. It just confirmed to me it's totally incoherent. We're not going to be able to achieve any of our stated objectives. This is a disaster of epic proportions.
Meanwhile, the Democrats are freaking out over our troops getting some surf and turf. A new watchdog report claiming that Secretary Hegseth's Department of War spent $93.4 billion on grants and contracts last September, money that had to be spent due to a use it or lose it policy, similar to what previous administrations have done. And the big liberal outrage was over the food. $2 million on Alaskan king crab. Nearly $7 million.
But that ribeye steak sounds damn good right now, guys.
Ribeye steak. Oh, and there's also ice cream. Gavin Newsom's press office pounced by saying this, quote, Hegseth blowing $93 billion of taxpayer money in 1 month. And Kamala's HQ staff joined in, tweeting, hey, Doge, where you at? But Jesse, isn't lobster tail worth it?
Yeah, I mean, what are Democrats arguing? That troops don't deserve surf and turf? What should they be eating? PETA? Come on. Every Pentagon does this. Biden just spent billions.
Ozzy, I got one.
In lobster
I got one.
in 2024, right when he was going out
in the freezer.
It's actually history in the United States military. Usually when you get
sorry, I'm typing, Ozzy.
About to deploy overseas, or you're about to go on a dangerous mission. So
I quote, Democrats freak out of over lobster and steak for troops.
I think we can all see. The United States
I don't know,
is
guys.
The best military in the world.
Tish, feeding our military. What's wrong with that? You see,
the world's reserve currency.
You know, Tish and everybody on here, and Paul, Ozzy, everybody, Heavy Hook, Mike, all of you. They have nothing else. Did you hear what The View said? They have nothing else to say. Did you hear what The View said?
And they said that was working.
They really are. It's really,
And buried their nukes
they're
deep
burying
in the
themselves.
Trump.
If you're a Democrat, you got to be disappointed. If there was any hope for a Democrat president. The View says they stopped talking about Nancy Guthrie. Our prayers and thoughts. I mean this, guys. I mean, that's horrible. When I say horrible, it's horrible what she said, but horrible what happened. But there's just, I mean, what do we do? Even Savannah, man, it's got to be tough, right? Your mom missed it. Even she went back to work. She's trying to cope with this. I believe, you know, when things like this happen, whether your family disappears or something happens, what do? Well, you got to continue, right? Remember that, guys. I know, oh, Mr. YouTube, it's easy for you to say. I'm not going to get into my situation. A lot of you know. Forget about it. But you got to go on. But what she said is so ridiculous, stupid. Think about what she said. We're not talking about Nancy Guthrie. People are still talking about it. You got, you know, News Nation's talking about it. Fox has talked about it. CNN, you know, they talked about it, to be honest. What is she talking about? She has lost her mind. The View has lost her mind. But people are watching it. I mean, we have a ending war here. And for those who are just coming on, what is this guy talking about? We are ending a war for 47 years. I'm going to start saying ending the war. We're ending a war for 40, just like we should hopefully end that Russia war with Ukraine that we should never have been in. Somalians, yeah, Somalians are living in, don't even get me started with Somalia. We talk so much about it. They get Medicaid, they get food stamps, whatever the hell you call them, SNAP benefits, and American people out there need it. Some of them need it for a while. And what do they get in Italian? Ungats. People really need it. In Somalia, they're driving around nice cars, they get all this stuff, you know, piggybacking, getting all these benefits and driving nice cars, sending money back to send it to Dubai and then back to Somalia. And there's people out there who hit a bump, go through a divorce, have kids, and they got to fill out papers after papers to get SNAP benefits, and they don't even get qualified. And here you got Somalians getting qualified. You tell me what doesn't make sense. And the Democrats say they care. They don't care. That's the truth, Paul. There's people out there who hit a bump, who can use some SNAP benefits for a year, 6 months, 2 years, can use some health care, can use some child care assistance for a while, right? And guess what? Yeah, some of those take advantage of it too. Let's be honest, Paul. Right. But Somalians in Minnesota and other states, the hell out of here driving these nice cars. All right, let's move on. JLR and the News Nation and YouTubers are out there reporting the case. Absolutely, Heavy Hook. Do me a favor, Heavy Hook. I'm only kidding. I was going to say email The View and tell them that. She was, I'm sure if she hears her say that, when she goes back, she's probably going to say, what was that? But again, Heavy Hook and everybody on here, that's what this new Democrat Party does. They have no hope. They have no other way to figure out how they can bring common sense back and be possibly the next president of the United States in 28. They have no chance. If they act like they're acting now and you're a Democrat on here, guys, they don't have no chance. They have no chance at all. At all. And I've said this before. I know a lot of you have heard me say this. Just ignore it. But those who didn't hear me say this, pay attention. You ready? There are probably some qualified Democrats out there. Right? Perhaps for president. I don't know who they are. We don't know who they are. Democrats don't know who they are. You know why? You won't hear about them. Why? They're not on their agenda. They're probably on how to make things better, disagree on some of Trump's policy, bring in some of Trump's policy, work on health care, right? Don't play the game of politics. And guess what? They might get a vote from some of us on here. I know a lot of you are saying, not me. I'm just saying. You won't hear about them. It's like a mob. They won't let them in. They're only going to want those who come in to believe in their agenda, like the Pete Buttigieg, AOCs, the Gavin Newsome, and those type of people. Kamala, and so on and so forth. Yeah, that's a good man, Fetterman. Yeah, he's, you know, a lot of these, oh, he's kissing ass. No, he's not. He's an American. You know, he agrees on some of the, perfect example. He agrees on some of Trump's agenda, disagrees, and that's the way it used to be. Who was that? Heavy Hook? Exactly. They won't give him a shot. They won't give him a shot. I doubt it. 5,500 Iranian targets so far. I thought it was more than that. I think that's Fox is putting fake news up. I don't think it's 55. I think it's 65. Let me check my notes. It's 60. Oh, yeah. Hold on. Although they're right. I'm sorry. It's 50. Yeah, 5,500 Iranian targets so far have been hit. Fox is right. I was thinking something different. Call myself out. Yeah, wow, so well. Hold on, Ozzy. That's too high. High five fist bump. I can't get my words out. Yeah, so true, Ozzy. So true. Yeah. Yeah, 55, 6,000, something like that. Yeah, again, if you're just coming in late, and we are real. I can't get my words out. Real late. Time difference. Blame it on that. We have nothing to worry about. There's not going to be any attacks on the United States. Not at all. Not while you have President Trump and administration involved. You won't see it. Don't live in fear. Not at all. Don't let them win. Never let them win. They won during the pandemic. They won. They had us by the balls. Sorry, ladies. I can't help myself sometimes. Sorry. But they had us. They have me believing one day, 1 hour, Paul, that the world was coming to an end. They almost had me. Shut down. Don't go to church. Don't worship. Don't go to gyms. Don't get your hair colored. Don't get your scotch. They had us. Never let that happen again. Never. Ever. We should let that happen again. Panic like that. That should have been a 1 day shutdown. 1 day. Maybe 2. That's that. All propaganda. Live in fear. Now, don't get me wrong. I'll say this one last time before we log off. There's always a possibility, but we can't live in fear. And we can't believe what Gavin Newsom's saying because he's going to say that. So they believe that Trump's going to back out of Iran. And we're not finished. Almost finished. Amen, Paul. Amen. Guys, it's about that time. Whoa, 144 likes. Hey, that's great. We didn't have a whole lot on here. I had you great people on here. What are you talking about, Sal? We had great people in here. Even the little people were great. I wish everybody well in life. I really do. God bless America. God bless President Trump and our troops. I really do. And God bless you and your family. Thank you once again, Whiskey Tango. Appreciate it, guys. I try to throw a little entertainment in it, even when, it's not the best of times. I mean, our prayers are with the military. And unfortunately, I pray. And like that father says, keep on going. But, we're in some good times right now. We really are. Quality, not quality. I love that, Ozzy. Well said. Well said. All right, I'm going to read a couple more comments. I'll give everybody a chance to say their goodnights. We got Ozzy Crosby making a comment. I don't know how long you've been on here, Ozzy. I hate to log out when you come on. I really do. I'll stay on for 2 minutes. Thank you, members. Big Roger, thank you so much. Yeah, we'll go 2 minutes here to say their goodnights. Scott Smith, how are you? Good to see you, my friend. Thank you for letting us know you're in here. Appreciate it, guys. And for those who didn't make any comments, never be shy. Voice your opinion. Agree or disagree. Appreciate you all. If we all agreed, it'd be boring. So you got to disagree. Got to disagree. What the hell just happened here? What the hell just happened? Oh. I just put CNN on by mistake. What the hell was I doing? Ozzy, always good. I tell you what, Ozzy, just for respect, I'll stay for 2 minutes. Anything going on, Ozzy? What's happening? Hey, I want to, while we just want to say once again, thank you, moderators. Appreciate you guys. Thank you for the 153 likes. Thank you, Scott. Appreciate it. Once again, guys, when you log off, make sure you support your other YouTubers, guys. Show them some love. They work hard. Acknowledge that. And for those who are going to go to bed for tonight, don't live in fear. Sleep good. We'll be fine. Even the little people will be fine. Right, Ozzy? Once again, thank you for those who were able to participate and liking. Those who participated on donations in the past, as well as tonight, goes a long way. And we will help out another person eat tomorrow. God is in control. There you go. Smack the donkey once in a while. God's in control. Amen. Amen. And as far as the Nancy Guthrie, we'll continue. Anything new, Heavy Hook will let me know, or somebody else. I got a light schedule tomorrow, so maybe we'll come on, and if there's anything that breaks on that, and hopefully we get some closure on that. Anything else breaks open with the ending the war and the regime in Iran, we will come on the air. Everything's kind of quiet right now. Mr. Mikey, or Mr. Mickey, excuse me. Thank you. Appreciate it. Hey, Rob the Viking, I appreciate your comments, my friend. Yeah, one day we'll get you on live, huh? Seems like it'd be a lot of fun. All right, guys, hey, prayers for Bama and all the tornadoes in southeast, northeast, crazy weather. Again, anything that's coming down in California is maybe some beautiful sunshine and some light rain. Nothing else. Don't live in the fear of Gavin Newsome. Mike, I almost said the other word. All right, thank you once again, guys. Have a great night and the rest of your evening. And going into Thursday, make sure you spend time with yourself. You know how we end these lives. Spend time with yourself, your family, your grandkids, or your pets before you get on the social media, Facebook and YouTube. We love to have you here, but you got to spend that time, guys. Let me look in the camera. So important. And we do take breaks on here. We have to take our breaks. We took one yesterday. We'll be live tomorrow. Hopefully I'll feel a little bit better, guys. My words weren't coming out right today. And I see it. You don't have to say it, but I see my words are like all over the place, guys. I had a busy day. Thank you so much, guys. Have a good night. See you on the next. Bye-bye. My words were all over the place tonight.